You're kidding.
Why did you put on the door? Come in.
Of course I'm kidding. Only a psychotic would do that. Leave the front door of the house unlocked with a note on the door.
What'd you write on the note, Jim?
I wrote, "Come on in."
Idiot. Welcome back to another movie reaction. Today will be 2006's A Scanner Darkly with Keanu Reeves, Robert Downey Jr. and Winona Ryder. And the movie is based on a novel by Philip K. Dick, who is probably one of my favourite science fiction authors of all time. The man's pretty much a genius when it comes to cyberpunk and sci-fi, inspiring, you know, a shitload of movies going from like Matrix, V for Vendetta, and basically all dystopian type sci-fi is all down to that guy's work. And this will be a retrospective. I have seen this once or twice a long time ago. I've completely forgot how the movie goes. I've read the book, obviously, so I know more the book and how the book plays out more than this movie. And I want to give the movie another go because, again, I don't remember a lot of it. And I think the most standout thing was the rotoscope animation style look that this movie has that might be a bit of a turn off for some people. It was a bit weird when I first watched it, but I want to give it another go to see how this turns out. And then also it's interesting because you got Keanu Reeves and Robert Downey Jr. right before their return to stardom, I guess you can say that. This is obviously pre-MCU for Robert Downey Jr. and it's pre-John Wick for Keanu Reeves. So this is pretty much them in their kind of come up and return. And I think from what I remember, they've done a pretty good job in this movie. And I'm interested to see how they act in this as well. Because obviously you get John Wick, Keanu's kind of typecast as a more stoic person in that. And then Robert Downey Jr. in the MCU was kind of like a smart ass drunk, pretty much. That's Iron Man. So I want to see what other range they do in this movie because again, I've forgotten how this movie goes. And I pretty much end my rambling there. If you guys do enjoy this, make sure you like and sub. I'll put the movie here and we'll get right into it. This movie also has, I mentioned it before, a lot of Matrix vibes. Also like Judge Dredd a little bit, just the dystopian part a little bit. Obviously, Total Recall as well. That's disgusting. But this animation's really, really cool though. And yeah, if I remember, this was based on Philip K. Dick's addiction when it comes to his drug abuse and what he experienced. So yeah, they animated this pretty unique where the actors are still moving around live action pieces. It's just that it's like a rotoscope filter, I think. I don't think it's like animated, rendered. It's just a filter on top of real life stuff.
Undercover narcotics agent from the sheriff's department who is out there on our behalf fighting this awful substance.
Right, and that's Keanu's character, if I remember. He's the narcotics officer going undercover, I think.
There is but one company that is working and helping the situation. That company is our sponsor, New Path.
It's funny that your sponsor's actually doing something.
He is wearing what is called a scramble suit.
Right. He shifts identities.
Once within the scramble suit, cannot be detected by even the latest in voice and facial recognition technology. The scramble suit itself is purportedly...
Well, there was Keanu, just a flash.
Every variant.
It's such a unique concept.
This is terrible.
I don't know, part of me would love to see this in a more, well, live action more than this.
I don't look like you. I can't afford to. My life depends on it.
I'm going to tell you what I'm afraid of.
the organic component of substance D, a small, highly toxic flower.
Right, and this is just a made-up drug, I think. I don't think it's actually a real drug. It's some futuristic shit.
It's important you, as citizens, continue to report all suspicious activity and individuals. Be no market for these leeches to exploit.
True. But sometimes your own government is the one distributing it out.
If you are diabetic and you didn't have money for insulin,
Did you steal to get the money or just,
I think you better go back to the your prepared text.
Oh, okay, he forgot his script.
Moment of it, not for the life of me want to be in their shoes. Got it?
you know why I've got to buck against this bullshit? Because this is what gets people on drugs.
Yeah, see, he's kind of like tweaking out because he doesn't know what's going on now.
D is for dumbness and despair. Desertion. The desertion of your friends from you, you from your friends. Everyone from everyone.
Yeah, see, that's a topic as well in this movie. Is he going to feel deserted by doing this because he's pretending to be multiple people?
All right, what's your name? Oh, you don't know your name?
This guy's just tweaking. Whoa, what?
Now, you have the right to remain silent until... when... Fuck this shit!
Okay, I was gonna say, what the hell's going on? He's hallucinating, okay. Yeah, see, it's empty. So, he's all hallucinating this. He doesn't have any bugs in his house. Even cartoon Keanu is just cool.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Well, I'm alright. This fucker stole $50 worth of shit from us today, and my boss said it was somehow my fault, and it's coming out of my paycheck.
Interesting, okay, so they're tracking him, but he's got a unknown caller too. So he's got like a burner phone. Oh shit, they're gonna match him? No way, they're gonna match him.
Yeah. I'll see you later.
Wow, okay. This technology is pretty good.
That's what they do to you. Put your pick on. What?
Hey, how is everything?
Everything is super good.
Robert Downey Jr. has always done a good job playing like this crackhead mental guy. I mean, that's pretty much Iron Man, it's just that he became a hero.
Would you like to maybe order some dessert?
Like what?
Well, we have fresh strawberry pie.
How many caps do you take per day?
It's very difficult to determine.
That's not good.
Tolerance develops. These visions of bugs, they're just garden variety psychosis, but a clear indication that you've heard about the initial fun and euphoric phase and pass on.
Yeah, he's no longer feeling pleasure out of this. He's past that, like, he's gone the full paranoia now.
That Donna chick.
Bob's girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, his girl. Although I know for a fact it never gets in her pants.
Okay, so is that Keanu?
For instance, I could show you how to sleep with her for less than $3.
This movie, what the hell? They're just robbing shit from the store now. This also reminds me of like a more futuristic version of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I guess it's just the drug element.
Even if we do get a pure gram of cocaine out of this deal, I don't want to stop Donna. You know, to get in her pants, I'd be like buying her.
No, it'd just be an exchange. You give her a gift and she gives you one.
Odd way this worded, but alright. Right, Bob's Keanu, so I'm assuming he's already undercover as a narcotics officer, and he's already befriended them.
What about Donna Hawthorne?
I'm systematically working up to her supplier.
Right, so yeah, he's befriended already the drug junkies, I guess you want to call them.
That's how these druggies are. I mean, phoning in on each other every time they get pissed off.
Is it him? Is he ratting on his friends?
A hunch it'll be through this guy.
So will that mean full-time viewer recording?
Oh, okay, so yeah, I kind of remember what's going on. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but yeah, I'm starting to remember what happened now with this. So pretty much plays similar to the book so far.
I noticed it in a neighbor's yard that I acquired. As to its availability, they have 4 of them.
So you stole it.
$50 is amazing what you can get for $50. I'll give you 60 right now, no questions asked.
Oh, Woody Harrelson's in this too. These guys are just casted well. They're big crackheads.
You know, this bike looks a lot like the bike that this girl lives across the street from me had that got ripped off about a month ago. They probably jacked it, these hoister friends of yours.
Yeah, of course.
Why do you say it's an 18-speed when it only has 9 gears?
I love the in-depth commentary on just this bike.
6 plus 3 equals 9. It's a 9-speed bike.
So you got screwed up.
Okay, those guys told me it was 18 speeds. I just got griefed.
These guys are just messed.
Let's just go rescue the orphan gears, dude!
Don't you see that that's part of the plan?
So they're all gonna get paranoid over this bike.
There's only one thing we can do to thwart the plot of these albino shape-shifting lizard bitches.
Several undercover agents have been admitted to neural aphasia clinics during the last month.
So they're getting addicted themselves? Yeah.
Is an object that we would all recognize.
Taking substance D, a split between the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere of the brain occurs, which results in a defect within both the percept and cognitive systems.
Interesting, so it's a pretty strong substance.
Coke.
A soda pop bottle is correct.
Okay.
Are you getting any cross chatter?
If there's damage to the left hemisphere, then sometimes the right hemisphere will fill in to the best of its ability.
Okay, trippy. So he's going all insane.
A sheep.
What is it? What is he pointing at?
A dog.
What's that mean that I saw a sheep instead?
Who knows?
That might be actually a callback to Blade Runner. Another book that Philip K. Dick wrote.
What do you see in this drawing among these particular black and white lines?
Plastic dog shit.
What?
You know, Fred, if you keep your sense of humor like you do, you just might make it after all.
Make what? The team? The girl? Make good? Make do? Make out? Make sense? Make money? Make time?
Yeah, he's losing it.
Glad you could make it. This is the informant who phoned in about Arthur.
Ah, right. I'm starting to remember a bit now.
So, Mr. Barnes, what's your information?
I have evidence that Mr. Arthur is part of a covert terrorist drug organization.
This guy just wants his bike.
Ms. Donna Hawthorne, on a variety of pretext, he will go over to her place of residence and collude.
You think there's anything to this, Fred?
I think we should definitely look at his evidence.
Right, because he's seeing her. He's undercover with her, so...
Mr. Arthur is an addict. He is addicted to be considered dangerous.
Dangerous.
Well, obviously, he's failed the test.
At least 61 cents of ordinary household materials, the perfect homemade silencer.
Yeah, this is not going to go well.
And we're off. Boom. Good.
The good news is, regardless of what you do next time, it'll be a silencer to us because we're now deaf!
Bunch of idiots, seriously. See, slowly he's starting to lose his sanity, right?
How did I get here?
Yeah, he's starting to hallucinate himself and not recognize anything.
Anyone want some popcorn?
Because this is his regular life and he's kind of zoning out. And he doesn't know what's real or what's not real. Again, kind of like Total Recall, Matrix. Philip K. Dick again originated this.
Fuck!
That would have killed.
Cleared away the cobwebs. I realized I didn't hate the cabinet door. I hated my life. My family.
That's pretty ruthless to say.
It had to end. And it did.
Now he's living as an informant junkie. He's zooming.
Not so fast,
You are flying. It's all right. Son of a bitch!
Put it in neutral. Handbrake. Come on, do something.
Ah! What the hell was that? Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah, I think it's time to use that drug money to get a new car at least.
Screw has been turned all the way out, the idle screw.
Someone set you up.
There's no way that screw could turn itself all the way out like that, Axel. Really?
No way.
Motherfucker! They did it deliberately!
Woody Harrelson's so good. I love him. Red pills, of course.
You know, maybe that's what's fucking us up. Fucking up our brains.
Philip K. Dick always put red pills in a lot of his stuff. Scanner Darkly, Total Recall as well had red pills. Then later down the line, Matrix kind of took influence with that.
San Francisco.
What, like going to San Francisco would not have caused this problem with the engine? I don't know.
Yeah, because when you're going north, it screws this way. And when you're going south, it screws that way.
This guy's an idiot. He mentioned Australia.
Can't start going around booby trapping my house.
Okay. Jeez, or as the Germans would say, Liza, which translates to be cool.
What did you do to the house?
So what?
The front door is open while we are in absentia. Thumbnail-sized auxiliary motion detector digital memory camera start recording.
That shit's not gonna work. What if they go anywhere else?
To increase their chances of entering via the front door rather than in other, less usual places, I fortuitously left the front door unlocked. That's why I left a note on the door.
What?
You're kidding me.
No.
What did you put on the door? Come in.
Of course I'm kidding. Only a psychotic would do that. Leave the front door of the house unlocked with a note on the door.
What'd you write on the note, Jim?
I wrote, "Come on in."
Idiot. Okay, so the door... Where's the note? Well, clearly there's no one in here. They're just so hyper paranoid. He's got a... Why has it got a bow? It's probably Donna, right?
Uh-huh. Come here, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, it's still hot cigarette, buddy. Curious. Wait.
So they're thinking too deep into this. They're saying that they broke the house, made a mess, and cleaned it up after themselves.
We too plant drugs in the house, setting us up, then phoning in a tip later. It could be in the phone, it could be in the wall outlet.
These guys are just drug fucked bad. Yeah, maybe they should have checked this before they started creeping out.
Probably important.
Let me guess. Didn't record.
But this has always been a common trope with heavy drug abusers where everything and everyone is against them and they think the world is just falling apart, I guess. The only thing that's against them is themselves because they're heavy on their addiction.
Putting down the other times. Modern, 3-bedroom tract house, 2 bathrooms for easy and fast flushing. Drugs stashed throughout all rooms and...
They're gonna seriously sell the house and list it like that. Yeah, drugs are just hidden. You gotta find it. Good luck.
Don't know at this point. It could be ounces of weed or pounds of heroin or hits of E or kilocaps of D.
Hey, you guys.
I knew it. I knew she was in there, obviously.
I came in, like the note said.
Our preamps, so it didn't overrev. Usually just backing off on the gas pedal causes it.
They're still trying to fix this car?
But you are bug fight squared.
What kind of bug?
About to get fucked up, bitch beetle.
Hey, come on.
So now they're gonna fight.
constitutionally incapable of not shutting the fuck up. Shut the fuck up!
I just realised is Robert Downey Jr. wearing like 3D glasses without the lenses in them?
You guys are fucked up. No, it is Yugagagoo that are fucked up.
Hey, good. Wreck yourself.
Don't take the car, you'll kill yourselves.
These guys are just brain dead, man.
Where did Substance D come from? Why can't we stop it? The bigger this war gets, the more freedoms we lose.
Oh god.
Time to stop submitting to this tyranny. It's time to realize that we're being enslaved. Uh-oh, it's our tax dollars at work.
Of course Alex Jones has to be the nutcase in this. Surely he's just hallucinating though, I mean.
You scared me. I'm seeing some crazy shit tonight.
Yeah, Alex Jones raging in the street is pretty crazy to be honest.
We'll kick back, drop some death, maybe get some tequila.
Alright.
There we go.
Alright.
Trademark alright.
Can I put my arms around you? I want to hug you. Okay?
No.
Yeah, see, she's all messed up because of drugs.
You know, fuck it. Listen, I think it's starting to get bad.
You've got to get off it. You're doing way too much shit.
Feel an object with each hand. You were to tell us if the object presented to your left hand is identical to the object presented to your right.
Yeah, so they got to retest him because he's probably losing his sanity at this point. He can't tell the difference, can he?
You certainly seem much more depressed today than you did when we first saw you. Last week, when we first saw you, you were kidding and laughing. Did you ever get her the flowers?
Right, so he's seeing different people now. Just, he has to get off this shit.
Is that my medical report you have there? What does it say?
That you're completely bonkers.
He's probably too unstable to even work.
I've got 2 kids. 2 girls.
I don't believe you do.
Yeah, so he doesn't know what's going on now. He doesn't know which person he is now. So they want these guys to be undercover narcotics with these drug dealers. You're supposed to take the drugs, but they frown on you if you take too much. It's stupid.
I pieced it together a long time ago that you're Arctur.
I'm who?
He doesn't even know for sure now. He doesn't know what's going on. But Arctur is the mass drug lord that all those other guys are kind of dealing with. Plot twist.
Your name is Bruce. My name is Bruce.
He's just become a zombie.
Matters. It matters. Audrey. It matters when we can prove that New Path is the one growing, manufacturing, and distributing.
So the rehabilitation people are the ones distributing it.
Finally gets in there, a few charred brain cells will flicker on and some distant instinct will kick in.
So they've used him as like a lab rat to really mess him up in order to throw him in there.
He didn't volunteer for this.
Sure he did. It was his job.
It wasn't his job to get addicted.
So it's like a warped reality for him. Again, similar to The Matrix and Total Recall.
The losses we took. Maybe some footnote in a minor history book. A brief mention with no listed fallen.
It's still messed up though. You just gotta hope he clicks on. Because then once he's in, maybe he can kind of recover now. And then he can continue doing his patrol on narcotics.
You're seeing the flower of the future. But not for you, Bruce. You've had too much of a good thing already.
Flowers gone.
No, you just can't see them. Back to work.
So he has to keep that in him for 3 months now, for what, Thanksgiving, until he's released from here. And then hopefully he goes back to Donna and give the evidence. But you completely screwed his brain up though by doing this. So that was 2006's A Scanner Darkly, obviously by Philip K. Dick. Well, the story is anyway. Watching it back now, yeah, I do enjoy it much more than my previous watching, because when I viewed it years and years ago, maybe I didn't understand it as much, or I think the rotoscope was probably the more jarring thing, just because how different the animation is. It's a little bit wonky here and there now, but watching more newer stuff like Into the Spider-Verse, which is a completely different movie, but that having different style of animation here and there, it makes me more comfortable going back and watching this and respecting the artwork, how this was presented basically. And also, I wish that Robert Downey Jr. and Keanu maybe done more movies in this vein of sci-fi stuff. It's a shame that they've kind of gotten typecasted now, where only a few years after this, RDJ became Iron Man and had a decade just being stuck as Iron Man. And now Keanu's kind of been stuck in the John Wick franchise as well. I haven't seen the 4th movie. I'll do a reaction to that when it's released for home. But I have already heard that Lionsgate want to make another movie. So obviously the success of that movie, he's now stuck in just doing this. I love Keanu when he does other stuff. Like, obviously, I grew up watching The Matrix. I love that movie of his. It's probably my favourite Keanu Reeves movie. And it's a shame because a lot of people just like to dog on him and say he can't act or he's not as good as other people. But I think he is. It's just mostly the roles that he's been chosen to be in are very stoic, like something like John Wick or even Neo. They're not really showing his acting chops, but something like this I think did. And also Constantine, which I liked the movie, but me being a massive DC fan and a comic nerd, it's probably not the Constantine I overall want, but he done a good job for what was given to him, I guess. And also what I find is a bit of a shame when it comes to movie genres is cyberpunk or sci-fi for the most part has kind of just been in the back burner for a while. I think Dune has probably been the last big blockbuster sci-fi movie. They've kind of just thrown the genre away. I would love to see some, even just Philip K. Dick stuff. I would love to see more of his stuff. Speaking of remakes or reboots, I think Screamers is generally a story of his that should be remade for the better. The original mid-90s movie is fine, but it can be done better, and I think depending if they want to revive sci-fi, I think they should do it and revive a lot of these movies that didn't hit as well. But anyway, that's pretty much it for today. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure you like and sub, and I'll see you in the next one.